12th of September 2020. Dear Trustee of Trinity Halll College, I write to you in your capacity as a trustee of Trinity Halll College to ask you to urgently divest all remaining investments, direct or indirect, that your college has in the fossil fuel industry. Trinity Halll is a seat of learning and research, and we call on you to adopt socially and environmentally responsible investment practices with respect to your endowment.
Cambridge Zero, the university's own climate initiative, states that we are the last generation who can do something about catastrophic climate change. Although it may seem as though the climate emergency will affect only future generations, Cambridge was the location of the UK's highest temperature record in July last year, and Cambridgeshire is particularly at risk of rising sea levels.
Higher degrees of uncontrolled global heating resulting in sea level rise will result in more and more of Cambridgeshire underwater, particularly during storm surges at high tide. Melting of Greenland's ice sheet alone would rise sea levels by 6 meters, and melting of the Antarctic ice sheet would bring the sea level rise far beyond this level.
Trinity Halll has existed in its peaceful and idyllic location since 1350, but without a drastic change to our course as a planet with respect to global warming, sea level rise will mean that Trinity Halll is well beyond half its lifespan at its current location, 7.6 metres above current sea level. It may be just a couple of hundred years before the land we stand on as we deliver this letter to you becomes an estuary.
The climate and ecological emergency cannot wait for someone else to solve this problem for us. And we therefore ask you personally whether you will make a pledge to vote in favour of divesting the entire direct and indirect investments in the fossil fuel industry of the endowment of Trinity Halll College.
All kindest wishes, and we look forward to hearing from you. Members of Extinction Rebellion Cambridge and Extinction Rebellion Youth Cambridge. There are 56 trustees of Trinity Halll College, and these are the letters that we are delivering today.
Hi, I'm an Extinction Rebellion Cambridge scientist who did a lot of work on the sea level rise, seeing how high it would come up if the climate change were left to proceed unabated. And with the recent information on Greenland and Antarctic ice sheet melts, within 100 years there's an estimate of 12 meters sea level rise would come up here, and it would come up to the level of the windows, one of the windows, 4.5 meters. The building would be 4.5 meters underwater, and basically also we would have what we call the Cam estuary. This would become like a large estuary if things are left to proceed without any change.